Good evening, Kiara.
Good evening, teacher.
How do you do today, Kiara?
Today I didn't nothing. It's nothing extraordinary. I was drawing.
Drawing?
Drawing, yes.
Okay. Do you like drawing?
See, yes, I like it.
And what do you draw?
I
Landscapes,
draw
people.
um uh, people, not exactly people. Those are like caricaturas. I don't know how can I say that.
Okay, something like
Cartoon?
cartoons.
Cartoons. Yes, that.
Okay. But you have to, I don't know. I am not good at drawing, but when I have to draw, I have to look at something. For example, I am going to draw a house. I have to look at the house and then I draw a house. You can draw without looking at anything, or you have to draw something basic on
No.
another drawing?
No, usually I have to watch what I'm drawing because I can get lost.
Okay, and what do you use for drawing? Pen?
I
Pencils?
use pencils, colors. I'm practicing more to use colors because I'm not too good at it, but I'm trying.
But do you have or do you practice any painting technique?
No, actually, I just drawing because I like it, but I don't follow something.
Okay. Okay, good evening, Santiago. How do you do today?
Hi, teacher. I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Where are you now, Santiago?
I am in my house.
Now you are at home. Where is it?
Lizaralda.
Okay. Are you back to work?
No, I don't work.
Okay, you don't work. You don't have to work. I was Hey, good evening, Ingrid. I was checking out the videos. I remember about Kiara's video, Santiago's, and Ingrid's video. I have already graded all your videos. Have you checked out your grades?
Not yet, teacher.
Okay, you can look at your course, and you're going to find the grade you have and a feedback. Okay, a feedback. I remember that I have already graded your videos. I remember about Santiago, Kiara's, and Ingrid. Good evening, Ingrid. How do you do today? Ingrid, are you there?
Good evening, teacher.
Okay.
Can
How
you
do you
repeat
do
me,
today?
please?
How do you do today?
Today, in the afternoon, I had a medical appointment.
For you?
Yes, for me. And after I share with a friend,
Okay.
we took a coffee.
We took a coffee. Where did you go?
It's a little coffee near of the Ibagué University.
Near of? No, you don't say near of. You say
Near
near.
to? Near?
No, only near.
Okay. Near Ibagué University.
Okay, you can say near Ibagué in the university, or you can say next to. Okay, but you don't say near of or near to. Okay, so only near. near Ibagué University. Okay, on the Ambala Avenue.
Yes, is most around the neighborhood. Yeah, just next the Reserva del Bosque. It's
Okay, but it's inside Reserva del Bosque in something like a mall that it's or
no, it's
Plaza del Bosque.
outside. It's outside.
Outside? Okay.
Yeah. Its name is L'Ermite in French.
L'Ermite.
It's
Okay.
L'Ermite.
Okay.
It's a
It's
little,
in French.
little place, but it's very cool.
What about the coffee? Did you like it?
Yes, yes, delicious.
What did you
Normally,
drink?
I take a cappuccino,
Yes.
and it's a bakery. It's a
Okay.
bakery coffee, and they make delicious breads,
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
and recipes of pastry recipes.
Pastry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nowadays there are too many places here in Ibagué, and I think all around the country there are too many places where we can go to enjoy a cup of coffee and something like a dessert or like bread, like cookie. Those kind of places are in fashion, no? There are too many.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to start today. Today we're going to talk about grammar. Okay, today we're going to talk about grammar. We're going to study some specific tense in English, which is present perfect continuous. This is a tense that you can find in the ebook. We're going to review that topic in order to make some explanations about that. I'm going to share my screen right now. You can look at it. This one. When we are going to talk about present continuous tense, we have to compare two tenses. The present tense, and the present perfect continuous. Sometimes we can identify the difference between these two tenses, and when we are going to identify if we use present perfect or present continuous, we have to think in Spanish. We have to think in Spanish, and we have to try to translate from English into Spanish. I know that's something contradictory because we as teacher, we are saying all the time, okay, you have to think in English, think in English, think in English in order to speak in English. But this kind of explanations, we have to compare how can we say that in Spanish, okay? In order to be very clear about the use of each one of these tenses, okay? So, when we say present tense, we use an auxiliary verb, and that auxiliary verb is have or has. Have or has. When do we use have or has? You know that when we are talking about I, you, we, and they, we use have. We use have. And when we are talking about the third person, he, she, and it, we use has. No? Has normally means tener, no? The verb to have normally means tener. But in this case, means haber, no? Haber. Okay. And what else? We have to complete the sentence with a verb. With a verb. Here you find B3. What does it mean, B3? Very easy. I'm going to close this chat. And I'm going to share with you the list of verbs. Where is it? This one. The list of verbs. This is the list of verbs. And here you can look at, it says B3. What does it mean, B3? This is the columns, B1, B2, and B3. It means the way or the form of the verb. Here is present. The first column is present, so it's verb 1. Here it's past simple. The second column, this is B2. And this one is B3, the past participle of the verbs. And remember, the verbs in English, there are two kinds of verbs. Do you remember what are the kinds of verbs? What kind of verbs we can find in English? There are two kinds, you know?
Regular and irregular.
Okay, regular and irregular verbs. As I said, this is a very grammar topic, no? So we have to remember some important facts about grammar in English. So in English, we find that there are two kinds of verbs, the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. The regular verbs are those which we add ed in order to change from present into past, okay? When we are going to change a verb from present into past, we add ed. For example, we have work. Work is present. And if we are going to change this verb into past, ed. That's all. Worked. No? We have had another example. Talk. 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 And we're going to change this verb into past. We add ed. Those are the regular verbs, okay? And the irregular verbs, what are the irregular verbs? Those that we find in the list. This is the list of verbs. This is the list of verbs. And in this list, you can find that, for example, the verb vive in present, the past is both. It's completely different. It's completely. Or another example, read. In past, what is the past of read? You know?
Read.
Okay, we change the pronunciation, no? In present, read. In past, read. But it's the same. When we are going to spell, the word is the same. But in present, we say read. I read a book. And in past, I read a book. Okay? And sometimes the verbs can change in a different way. For example, get. The past of get is got. So those are the irregular verbs. And that's why they are called irregular. Irregular. Because sometimes the verbs don't change. Sometimes the verbs change completely. The whole verb changes. Or sometimes the change is a little. It's just a little. Get, got, only one letter. Okay? So when we are using the present tense, the present perfect tense, we have to use the B3 list, this one. And in Spanish, these verbs, the past participle, are those that in Spanish ends in ado or ido, okay? For example, I work, I worked, and I have worked. Look at the difference, and that's when I have to tell you that you have to understand this, trying to translate into Spanish. When I say I work, present, yo trabajo. I worked, past, yo trabajé. Okay, and the present tense, perfect tense is I have worked. Yo he trabajado. Okay, yo he trabajado. I have worked. Yo he trabajado. Okay, that's the present perfect tense. And the other tense is I have been working. I have been working. And what does it mean in Spanish? Yo he been is the past participle of the verb to be. Entonces, you say estado. Yo he estado trabajando. So, look at the difference. Yo trabajo, yo trabajé, ya terminé, ya de hacer eso, ya eso es pasado. Yo he trabajado, ¿cierto? Es algo que empezó en el pasado, pero que todavía lo estamos haciendo. Y I have been working, yo he estado trabajando. Es algo también que empezó en el pasado, está en el presente y puede que siga en el futuro, ¿no? Yo he estado trabajando. Okay. So, this is present perfect. And this is present continuous, present perfect continuous. Okay. Look at the difference, check out the difference between those grammar structures, no? I have worked, I have been working, I worked, no? And sometimes we think about how to translate a sentence from Spanish to English, and we don't find the words, the exact word, no? For example, when you use a verb, a dictionary, you say yo he. Es cuando usted va a buscar ese, usted obviamente si busca en el diccionario no lo va a encontrar, ¿no? Entonces ahí tiene que buscar es el verbo, ¿no? El verbo que en este caso es la conjugación del verbo haber, ¿no? Haber. Y haber entonces es have. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to change from this page again, this one. Then present perfect is that. Have, has, and the verb in past participle. And present perfect continuous is have or has with the same difference, no? I, you, we, they, have, he, she, it, has. Then the verb to be in all the sentences and the verb with the ending ing. Okay. When do we use these tenses? Present perfect with finished actions, with permanent actions, with emphasize the result of the action, and to indicate how much or how many. Okay. Examples. Santiago, please, could you read these examples? These 4 examples.
The kids have played for 2 hours. I have taught English for 12 years. He has repaired the car. He has taken serious to like this book.
Okay. So when we say the kids have, no, because we are talking about they, that is have played. This is very easy because it's a regular verb, okay? But here I have taught. Taught is the past participle of what verb? What is this verb in present? Taught. Taught
Teach.
is the, okay, teach. I have taught, for example, in my case, I can say that sentence for 20 years. for instance, okay? Another example, he has repaired. This is a regular verb, very easy. When you are going to repair a car, for instance, you are a mechanic, you can say repair or you can say fix, no? Fix or repair car. And the last one, it has taken 6 years to write this book. Entonces, los niños han jugado, yo he enseñado, él ha reparado y esto ha tomado. It has taken 6 years to write this book. Tomado 6 años para escribir este libro. Okay? Now, we are going to see the difference with present perfect continuous. Kiara, please read the examples, these examples with present perfect continuous.
The kids have been playing since morning. I have been teaching this class for 1 hour. He has been repairing the car for 2 hours. He has been studying English for 2 months.
Okay, look at the sentences because both of them have similar meanings. Similar meanings. The meanings are very similar. Here, the kids have been playing since morning. Okay. I have been teaching this class for 1 hour. He has been repairing the car for 2 hours. He has been studying English for 2 months. It's very similar, the meaning. But we have to understand the difference between those actions, those sentences. Los niños han jugado, los niños han estado jugando. Yo he enseñado, yo he estado enseñando. Él ha reparado, yo he estado reparando. Ah, bueno, casi. Well, here the difference is wider, no? It's bigger. It has taken, ha tomado, acá. He has been studying. Él ha estado estudiando. And remember, ing in English is the ending ando del español. And here it says, present perfect continuous is for unfinished actions, temporary actions, emphasize the duration of the action, indicate how many, how much in an ongoing process. So it's similar, okay? It's similar. For example, they say here, finish action, acciones finalizadas. Dice, los niños han jugado por 2 horas, quiere decir que ya pararon. Empezaron a jugar, pero ya pararon. Y acá, que son acciones que no han finalizado. The kids have been playing since morning. Los niños han estado jugando desde la mañana. Es decir, que aún están jugando. Okay. So the difference is very, very, very little. It's a little difference between the two sentences. And we are going to start doing exercises, for example, with these tenses. And I'm going to give you the following exercise to do. For instance, I'm going to give you a verb. The verb is in present, okay? I'm going to give you the verb, but the verb is in present. Remember that, in present. So you have to change the verb. For instance, I'm going to give you the verb go. And I'm going to give you to tell to Ingrid, you are going to make a sentence with the verb go in present perfect and one sentence with the verb go in present perfect continuous. So you, Ingrid, have to do something like this. I have gone to study and I have been studying. Right? Both sentences are correct. We are using present perfect, the verb have, and the verb in past participle. And this one, present perfect continuous, the verb have, been, and the verb with ing. But try to understand the difference. I have gone to study, yo he ido a estudiar. I have been studying, yo he estado estudiando. Okay, and then you are going to add complement, no? A complement for this sentence. Is it clear? Did you understand, guys, what you have to do? I'm going to give you the verb, one of the verbs, and you are going to make two sentences, one in present perfect and one in present perfect continuous, okay? Okay, we are going to start. Kiara, I'm going to give you the verb swim. Swim. Then please make a sentence with this verb in present perfect and one with this verb in present perfect continuous. Okay, let's do it.
I have swum. Is it in perfect? I have swum
Like
this
this?
Saturday.
Look at the screen and tell me. What did you say? Swim
Swim.
or
Swim.
swim?
Swim.
Okay, good. Very good. I have swum this Saturday. And the other sentence?
I have been swimming this morning.
Like this, I have been swimming this morning, and that's right, okay? But, I don't know, let me see, I have swum this Saturday. Yes, okay, that's right, okay. I have swum this Saturday. I have been swimming this morning. Okay, it's okay. Then you have to take into account the past participle of this verb, in this case, swim. And here, how do we add or change the verb into ing? Remember that this verb, we have to add another M, swimming. No? We can't say swimming, that's not correct. When we are speaking, okay, it doesn't matter, but when we are writing, we have to add another M, swimming. Okay, good. Let's see another verb. The verb speak, speak. Ingrid, one sentence with this verb in present perfect and one sentence with this verb in present perfect continuous, please.
I have spoken.
Yes, that's right. I have spoken.
I have spoken with my parents.
Okay, I have spoken with my in present perfect continuous.
And I have been speaking during all day.
All day. All day. That's good. I have spoken with my parents. I have been speaking during all day. That's right. And here, as always, in English, there are too many contractions. So remember, you can say I have or only I've, no? I've. And when we listen in a native person, it's difficult to listen to that F, no? I've spoken. Sometimes we listen to a native person and we listen to I spoken, no more. Because the I've, the F, the sound F, is not very clear. I've spoken. And here it's the same. I've been speaking during all day. I've spoken with my parents. I've speaking during all day. Okay, remember that. And now here we can explain something. If we are very strict with the use of the verbs, we use speak with and talk to. Okay, both of them are synonyms, no? Both of them means the same, speak and talk. But when we are using speak, we say speak with my parents. When we are using to, we say talk to my parents. And that's the reason, that's why the English teacher say you have to think in English, not in Spanish. Acá es donde decimos que tenemos que pensar en inglés y en español, no en inglés y no en español, ¿no? Que nosotros, cuando decimos hablar con, o sea, lo usual es que utilicemos with, ¿no? Yo voy con él, I go with. Yo hablo con, I speak with. Pero, but, when we use talk, we don't say talk with, we say talk to. Now, you can listen to some people saying talk with or speak to, and you are going to understand, but they are not using the correct form of the verbs, okay? Nosotros podemos escuchar, podemos ver, podemos encontrar estas oraciones donde dice speak to or talk with. Esos son errores que la persona está cometiendo. La forma correcta es speak with, talk to, okay? Sin embargo, eso pueden ustedes encontrarlo. Es como el uso del do and does en English. Nosotros enseñamos mucho cuando se utiliza do, cuando se utiliza el does, pero muchos nativos, ellos no le ponen tanto cuidado a eso y utilizan cualquiera de los dos. Utilizan cualquiera de los dos. Okay? I've been speaking during all day now. Santiago, we are going to do a sentence, two sentences, one in present perfect and one in present perfect continuous with the verb understand. This verb, Santiago, understand.
Okay, the past of understand is understood, right?
Oh my God, what did you say?
The past of understand is understood.
The best, yes, the best.
No. I ask you if he understands.
Ah, okay. Understood, yes. The
Okay.
past participle.
Yeah.
The past
Okay.
participle understand is understood.
So I have understood this topic.
Okay, and I hope so. I hope so. When I say I hope so, hope so. You know what does it mean, that expression? I hope so?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very common to say something like this. I hope so, or I think so. I think so. Or I guess so. For example, I guess so. Supongo que sí, o supongo eso, ¿no? I hope so. Espero que sí, o espero eso. Okay. Good. Santiago. I have understood this
Topic.
Okay. And the other? Another sentence?
I have been understanding how to learn English.
Okay, I have been understanding how to learn English. I have understood this topic. Good. I have been understanding how to learn English. Perfect. That's good. Okay, we have another student here. Raul? Yes, Raul. How are you, Raul, today? Raul, are you there? Can you speak, Raul?
Hi,
You
teacher.
have microphone.
Connection is difficult in connection. Yes. Good.
Okay, now I can hear you. So try to speak. You are going to make two sentences, And I'm going to give you the verb. The verb is very easy. The verb do. Please do a sentence using the verb doing.
Sorry, I have past do not remember past participio done. I have done.
Yes. This verb is do,
Did.
did, and don't. So present, past, past participle. Don't, past
Okay.
participle. So I have
Okay.
done.
I've done in my activity daily routine.
I have done in my activity daily routine. Like this, I have done
Yes.
in my activity daily routine.
And
That's correct.
past,
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
I have been doing my exercise in the past.
Okay. Okay, good. I have done my activity daily routine. I have been doing my exercise. That's okay. That's okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Kiara, have you ever been to New York, for example? Look at this question. We are using there have and been. Have and been. Have you ever been to New York, Kiara? How do you answer that question?
I would say no, I haven't.
No, I haven't. Okay, that's right. No, I haven't. And it's a very common question in English when we ask if you have been to any place for the first time or for once or for twice or for 3 times, okay? Have you ever been? In Spanish is something like ¿alguna vez ha estado? ¿Sí? Con este ever here nos queda como si alguna vez ha estado. Yeah, that's a very common question. For example, have you ever
Teacher, sorry, a question. It's not
Yes, tell
possible
me.
say, have you ever been in New York?
No. When we use this sentence, we always use the preposition to. To.
Okay.
Have you
Okay.
ever been to New York? To New York. Have you ever taken Indian food? Look at this. It's the same structure, no? Have you ever, we change the verb, of course, taken Indian food. ¿Alguna vez ha tomado, ha comido, ha probado la comida india? ¿Eh? Have you ever pilot a plane? Have you ever pilot? Okay, pilot. No. Have you ever, I don't know, been flight or flown? Flown on a plane. ¿Alguna vez ha volado en avión? ¿Un avión? ¿Alguna vez ha volado en un avión? Have you ever flown on a plane? Okay. It's the same structure. Have you ever? It's very common to find this question. Have you ever been to New York? And here, the same. We think in Spanish and we say, okay, the correct one is, have you ever been in New York? No. But in this case, we always use the preposition to. Have you ever been to New York? Have you ever been, for example, to the beach? Have you ever been to Miami? Have you ever been to Europe? Okay. we always use this expression too. Okay, and this is, in this case, it's present perfect, no? Have, and the verb been. The verb been. Have you ever? Have you ever? Remember these examples. And now we're going to do an exercise here, this one. And you're going to try to complete using present perfect or present perfect continuous. And here is where my suggestion, my personal suggestion is that you have to try to translate into Spanish in order to understand the meaning of the sentence, okay? For example, this one, I've cycled and my legs are really tired now, or I've been cycling and my legs are really tired now. Ingrid, what do you think? What is the correct one?
I'm not sure, but I could say I've been cycling and my legs are really tired now.
Okay. When we think about the translation, when we think about the meaning of the sentence, with for example, the first one, I've cycled and my legs are really tired now. Yo he montado en cicla y mis piernas están muy cansadas o están realmente cansadas ahora, ¿no? O yo he estado montando cicla y mis piernas están realmente o de hecho o en realidad cansadas ahora. ¿Sí? La diferencia es, o sea, es mínima. It's a little difference. It's a bit difference between the meanings of the two sentences. Yo he montado en cicla o yo he estado montando en cicla. So sometimes it's very, very difficult to identify the difference when we have to use one or the other. Okay. Okay. And you say I've cycled, Ingrid? Or I've
The
been
second
cycling?
one, the other one. I have been
Second
cycling.
one, I've been cycling. What do cycling? And my legs are really tired now. Okay. Number two, Santiago, I'm sorry, I'm late. Have you been waiting for a long time or have you waited for a long time?
I'm sorry,
This is
I'm
a
late.
question, no? That's why we change the order.
Okay,
Continue.
I'm sorry, I'm late. Have you been waiting for a long time?
Okay, have you been waiting for a long time? Have you been waiting? Usted ha estado esperando. Have you waited? Usted ha esperado. Look at the difference. It's not a big deal. No? The difference, it's not a big deal. But it's to complete these sentences, it's not so easy. It's not a piece of cake. It's not a piece of cake. So you say, have you been waiting? I'm sorry, I'm late. Have you been waiting for a long time? Kiara, this is another question. That's why we changed the order, no? Yeah, affirmative or negative, you have. But in question, have you? Look at the options, Kiara, and tell me, what do you choose?
How long have you been knowing Peter?
How long have you been knowing Peter? Okay, in a name like this, Peter, we can identify if a person who is speaking is British or is American. No? When people or a person is American, they are going to say, or he is going to say, or she is going to say, Peter, no? Peter. The T is like an R, no? Peter, Peter. But British people are going to say Peter, Peter, no? Peter, no? Look, you can identify the difference between British and American accent in his name. water and pizza, like water. No? Okay, Raúl, you are going to complete this one.
Sorry, teacher, for somebody has been eating my cookies.
Okay, somebody has been
There
eating. There are none left. Okay, there are none left.
Okay.
Look at this expression. Look at this expression. There are none left. Somebody has been eating my cookies, my crackers, my biscuits, so that there are none left. What can you deduce from this sentence, Ingrid? What do you understand for this sentence? There are none left.
It's completely finished.
Okay, what?
The cookies.
What's finished?
The
Okay, the
cookies.
cookies. There are not any cookies now. There are none left. Look at this. Left. This word has several meanings. For example, left, opposite of, right. Okay. Left, the past of leave. And here, this left is completely different. It's completely different. There are none left. No quedaron. Es como decir, no quedó ninguna. And in English, there is something that you're going to find is leftover. Anyone knows what is a leftover? For example, when you are eating, you are going to take your dinner. After the lesson, you're going to take the dinner and you are going to eat, I don't know, 3 cookies. But you eat 2 cookies and a half. So the leftover is the other half of the cookie. So you understand what is a leftover? Yes or no? No?
Like
Leftover. Like what, Kiara?
sobrantes, restante.
Okay. Las sobras. In Spanish is something like sobras. Lo que dejamos, lo que sobró de la comida, no leftovers. Leftovers. Sobras. Y acá es el left solito, que es el que estamos utilizando, es como ese, ¿no? No quedó ninguna, no sobró nada. No quedó nada. Okay, and look at this, number 5. Number 5, it's very similar. Somebody has eaten or has been eating my cookies, they left. Ingrid, choose one of these options. Ingrid, has eaten or has been eating?
Somebody, there are very few left. Somebody has been eating my cookies.
This
There
one?
are very few, yes.
Okay, so both of them, you say that has been eating, One of these is wrong.
The 4, I think, is the other one.
You say has eaten.
Has eaten,
okay?
yes.
Okay, look at this. The first part of the sentence is the same. Somebody, okay, is the same. We say here, alguien has eaten, alguien se ha comido mis galletas. Y acá, alguien se ha estado comiendo mis galletas. Posiblemente cualquiera de las dos serviría hasta ahí, ¿no? Hasta ahí. So there are no left. O sea, no quedaron sobra, no hay ninguna, no quedó ninguna de acá. There are very few left. Quedaron unas pocas, unas muy pocas. Okay, so one of them is wrong. And you are right, Ingrid. This one is eaten. Has eaten. How many books, Santiago, has she written or has she been writing? Look at listen to the difference, no? Look, Listen to the difference when we pronounce the word, the verb. The verb in present, write. In past, wrote. In past participle, written, no? And with ing, writing, no? It's the same verb, the same word, but it is pronounced different. Write, written, writing, okay? Santiago, what do you choose? Which answer do you choose? Which option do you choose?
How many books has she written?
And look at this. In a sentence like this, it's possible. It's possible both of them because we think in Spanish. How many books has she written? ¿Cuántos libros ella ha escrito? O how many books has she been writing? ¿Cuántos libros ha estado escribiendo ella? But, esto pasa como en los exámenes del ICFES, ¿no? Esas pruebas saber y eso. O sea, siempre puede haber una, dos opciones que son probables, que son posibles, pero una es más correcta que la otra. Okay? One option is better than the other, than another option. Okay? In this case, that's right. Has she written? How many books has she written? Okay. Number 7. She must be tired. Kiara.
She must be tired. She has written all afternoon.
Okay, you say this one. She has written all after.
Yes.
Okay, taking into account this complement, pay attention to this complement. She must be tired. She has written all after. Do you agree with Kiara, Raul? Do you think that's the correct one?
She must be tired. She has been writing.
Okay, you say she
All
must be. She
afternoon.
has been writing.
Ella tendrá toda la noche. Yes, has been writing. Has been. Has
Okay.
right. Not now.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
if I say she has written all afternoon, ella ha escrito toda la tarde, or she has been writing all afternoon, ella ha estado escribiendo toda la tarde. Okay? In this case, both of them are possible, but the most appropriate is she has been writing all afternoon. She has been writing, ella ha estado escribiendo. Yes, the difference is not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but we have to be very careful when we use present perfect or present perfect continuous. We have here two options, a long sentence with two options. Santiago. The first part. Oh, I guess Santiago is not connected. It has a technical issue. Then, Raúl, you tell me. What?
I be all afternoon. I be right. I be right afternoon.
This one?
Yes. Yeah, this one.
And this one?
I be by chapters. Yes, one. Yes.
This one?
No.
I've been reading.
Yes,
Yes, this one. Okay, so Raul says, I've read all afternoon. I've been reading 5 chapters. I've read all afternoon. I have been reading 5 chapters. Kiara, do you agree with Raul? You have to
sorry.
choose the option. No, Kiara, do you agree with these answers?
I think it's how would you say it before it's complete this, but I would say I have been reading all afternoon. I have read 5 chapters.
Okay, you said like this, Kiara. I've been reading all afternoon. I've read 5 chapters. And that's the correct one. That's the correct one. I've been reading all afternoon. I've read 5 chapters. He has read, or the person we are talking about, he has finished reading 5 chapters. Okay, so it's the correct one. Yo he estado leyendo toda la tarde. Yo he leído 5 capítulos. Okay. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not a piece of cake. Ingrid, this one.
Yes, I think I've been liking chocolate since I was born.
I've been liking chocolate since I was born. Are you sure? I think I've been liking, or I've liked. Since I was born.
Yes, I've liked.
This one? You changed your mind?
Yes, yes, I think I've liked chocolate since I was born.
Okay, here we have a key. We have a key. Here, this verb like, the verb like, you never or almost never see with ing. Okay, with ing.
Okay.
Not very common. It's not very, that's a key. But apart from that, except from that, the correct one is I've liked. I think I've liked chocolate since I was born. Because the other one, I've been liking, es algo como me ha estado gustando, ¿no? Me ha estado gustando el chocolate desde que nací. So, the most appropriate, the most correct is I've liked. Me ha gustado el chocolate desde que nací. Okay, since I was born. Okay, and the last one, Kiara, number 10. Look at the options. They have traveled. They have been traveling for months.
They have been traveling for months.
And they
have visited, how is it? 3 countries so far. Visited.
Okay, visited. Are you sure? They have been traveling for months and they have visited 3 countries so far. Okay, that's right. They have been traveling for months and they have already visited 3 countries. They have been to 3 countries. Ellos han estado viajando por meses y ellos han visitado 3 países hasta aquí. So far, hasta aquí. Okay, guys, that's all for today. As I said at the beginning of this lesson, this is a grammar lesson. And grammar is not so easy, it's not so funny to teach because it's a little complex. And these tenses like present perfect and present perfect continuous, you can't identify easily when you have to use one of them. Okay, but that's all for today. See you next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Okay, guys, so bye-bye and have a good night.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Okay, see you.